Hello, everyone. This is Femi Akojenu here, John Maxwell Certified Executive Coach. In today's video, I share with you on 7 steps to connecting with people of influence, people of affluence, and people that you can regard to as helpers of destiny. So I'm sharing with you seven steps towards connecting with such people. How do you connect with such people? Before I get into that, let me quickly mention this, that we all need people. We all need people. People who can really help take us to the next level that we want to get to in life. Some of such people, they have a platform that can help us. Some of them have money that can help us. Some of them have a guidance that they can give to us, right? They can guide us in the right direction. Some of them can mentor us, right? Some of them have some connections that if we can connect with their connection, it can help take us to the next level. Some of them can actually open doors for us. Some of them can endorse us. So we all need people, and particularly people who are helpers of destiny, people who can really help us to go to the next level, people of influence and affluence. Having established that, then the question is, how do I connect with such people? Well, first of all, some of you listening to me right now, you have identified such people. In other words, there's somebody you're looking at right now. You're saying, this person is a person of means. This person is a person of influence and affluence. This person can mentor me. This person can guide me. This person has connection, and it can really, really help me. If I can connect with them, I can go to my next level. Now, some of you have not identified such people. So if you have not, I want to encourage that. Open your eyes and look around you, and you sooner or later you'll find such people, whether they are close by, in other words, people that you could see in your in your immediate vicinity, right? Or people that maybe you even see on social media or on TV or radio, people like that. So I think it's important that you identify such people. Now, some of you, you've identified somebody, you've seen somebody, and you say, wow, I wish I can connect with this person. I remember a time in my life, there was one particular guy. I was listening to radio here in New York City, and they were talking about this guy, how he has helped, during the 9/11 situation, how he helped out and how he helped build the city. They were talking about how he helped rebuild the city from ground zero, right? And I was listening to this guy. And then as I listened to him, realizing that this guy is Nigerian in New York City, helping the city recover from 9/11, I was pretty much impressed. And I was saying, wow, I would love to meet this guy. And then I remember one day a tenant of mine in those days came and said to me like, hey, we had a special event at our church today, and there was this guy there. And he started describing the guy. I said, wow, this is the same guy I want to meet. This is the same guy. So he said the guy, had a book out and he bought the book. So I said, let me see the book. Anyway, I saw the book. I saw a contact information, like a website and all that inside the book. And I said, wow, I need to reach out. I need to reach out to this guy because this is the guy that I think I should meet. Now, some of you, again, there's somebody you're looking at right now. You're saying, wow, I need to connect with this person. I think this person can help me to get to the next level, right? So you've identified that person. Well, so what I did next was to check him out. I checked him out. I checked out his website. I checked out his social media. Some of the social media that we have today did not exist at that time, but whatever existed, I checked that out. And then I checked out his needs. So that's step number one. Step number one I want to give to you right now, right? So the person that you're hoping to connect with, the person that you would like to connect with, then you need to check them out and check out what do they need? What do they need? Now, you will understand why I'm telling that to you momentarily. Because many times, right, the people that we see as helpers of destiny, for many of us, we want to rush and start getting help from them right away. But I want to let you know the right way to do this. Again, you have identified somebody, whether they're in your vicinity, or maybe they're on media or social media, whatever they are, right? If I identify that, you know what, I think this person can help me. I think this person can help take me to the next level. Beyond just watching them and listening to them, I want to connect in a more one-on-one or direct way with them, right? So you've identified that. So, and I'm saying number one is check them out thoroughly and say, okay, what is it that they need? What is it that they need? So I checked this guy out, and as I was, reading about him and all that stuff, I discovered that yes, he's doing great things, but his website sucks. His website was a mess. Like the caliber of who he was or who he is, his website is not representing him right. Now, because at that time I was in the web development industry, so I thought of something, which leads to number two. We're talking about 7 steps, right, towards you connecting with that person, that helper of destiny, that person of influence, that person of affluence. 7 steps. Number 2, then I offered to add value to this guy. So I sent him an email, and in that email, because his email address was on the book that I got at the back of the book, so I reached out and I said, Mr. Such and Such, I would like to connect with you and I would like to be mentored by you. I said that. Then I said, I would like for us to do something together, a kind of maybe seminar or something together. I said that. But then I said the third thing, which was the winner. I said, your website, I would like to rebuild it for you, free of charge. I would like to redo your website for you free of charge. Now, that third thing that I said was me offering value to him. And so he got my email and he called me. I had an office number at that time. He called, well, I still do, but that particular office number that I had at that time, he called that number. He did not get me. He called the second time. He did not get me. He called the third time. He did not get me. He called the fourth time. He got me. Now, he told me something. He said he has a policy that he will return every call one time. He said he doesn't call 2 or 3 times. He said, but he just felt to call me and call me and call me until he got me. Of all the 3 things I said in that email, the only thing he addressed was me wanting to redesign his website for him free of charge. And so he took me up on the offer. He said, okay, yes, you can redesign my website. He said, as a matter of fact, when can you come to my office on Wall Street? Now, he had an office in Wall Street in New York City. So, and I remember that first time we talked, we must have talked for like 2 hours, just because I offered to rebuild his website for him. And I recall, going to his office and just sitting down there and just talking a lot and, and all that stuff. And that led to a great relationship. Now, can I tell you a mistake that many people make? Listen, maybe you've made this mistake. So you see somebody on social media, you see somebody maybe on TV, on radio, or somewhere, right? And you're saying, wow, this person can help me. They're a person of affluence. They have money. They have a person of influence. They have some kind of influence. Or they have something that you believe can help you. You think, wow, this person can be my helper of destiny. And here's the mistake many people make. They start reaching out to them and start saying, I need help. give me money. Wrong move. And guess what's going to happen? They're just going to ignore you, and you have closed that door against yourself. That is not how to connect with the help of destiny. Oh, wow, this person, I think they have money. Well, you think they have money. Just because you think so doesn't mean it is so. But anyway, so you think, oh, and maybe you know they do have something. But you saying, please help me, in the name of God, I beg you in the name of God, you have just closed the door against yourself. That is not how to do it. What you need to do is to focus on adding value, right? So you've checked out their needs, you know what their needs are, and then you're going to add value, right? Very important. I remember another guy who was introduced to me at the time that I started a TV station in New York. And so I remember talking to this guy and wanting to sell airtime to him, and him telling me, well, you know what, right now I'm not in the position to be able to buy airtime. I have some things I have to take care of and all that stuff. And I offered free airtime to him. I said, you know what, okay, since right now it's not a good time for you, you know what, I'm just going to give you some free airtime maybe for three months or something. I'm going to tell you that paid off. That paid off. The first person I was talking about, right, he called me 4 times and got me. I ended up, being at his office, and then a relationship that is still ongoing. I'm talking about a relationship that is more than 15 years old. It's still ongoing. I can call him. I'm talking about somebody who has advised CEOs of corporations, and I can just call him and say this and that and that. I need this advice, and it's a lifetime relationship. All because I said I want to rebuild your website for you. Some of you, the potential of developing a lifetime relationship, you have destroyed it because you're asking for money. That's not the right way. All right? So, the second person I just mentioned, I offered him airtime, and guess what it resulted into? He didn't even use that airtime yet. But because I offered him value, this person was visiting from Nigeria to America at that time, and then he went back to Nigeria, and all of a sudden, maybe a couple of months after that, he called me and he said, hey, I had mentioned your TV station to this pastor in Nigeria, and the next thing you know, within 2 weeks, close to $50,000 was in my account from that pastor in Nigeria. Why? I offered value. I want to let you know that if you want to connect with people of influence, you don't say because, oh, wow, this is the person I've always seen on TV. Oh, my God, this person is visiting from America and they're in Nigeria. Oh, my God, this Mark Zuckerberg. Oh, this is Oprah Winfrey. This is whoever they are, right? And you say, oh, my God, oh, I need to ask them something. Help me. No, that's not what you do. You think of, what value can I add to this person? What do they need? What are they lacking? What are they missing? What value can I add to them? All right? Number 3, that leads to another thing right there. Well, question. What value do you have to offer? Or what do you have to offer? Now, some of you under the sound of my voice, you have not taken time to really look at yourself, to evaluate yourself, and to know what you have to offer. I want to suggest to you that you take some time out to actually write down what are the things you know how to do. So when we talk about the value you have to offer, think of your talent. What are the various talents you have? Now, your talent doesn't have to be knowing how to sing. It may just be that you know how to analyze things. That is a value you can help offer to a businessman, to a person of influence or affluence, right? Maybe you can analyze something for them and say, hey, this, send it to them, and they say, wow, this is good. Wow, this is a good analysis of something, and you've gotten their attention, right? So talents are of various kinds. We all have different types of talents. So think of what talents do you have. Sometimes it could be an idea, right? You're looking at this person of affluence and influence and all that stuff, and it could just be maybe an opportunity to inbox them with an idea. Say, I see that you're doing this, I see that you're doing that. I want to suggest an idea that can help take your stuff to the next level. And you're just giving them an idea. You're not saying, I want to benefit from this idea. I'm just throwing this idea at you. This, you can make use of this. And they're like, wow, you've given me an idea. This is a great idea. Guess what? You're beginning to get their attention right there, right? Or it could be a viewpoint that you have. Maybe they're saying something. Hey, I'm doing a video right now. Maybe you have a different viewpoint that could help me. And you decide, hey, here is my viewpoint. And I read your viewpoint and I say, wow, this is amazing. Sometimes what you have to offer could just be a word of encouragement. A word of encouragement. But you need to evaluate yourself and ask yourself, what is it that I have to offer? Can I tell you this? It doesn't have to be money. Because if somebody is a person of affluence, for those of you in Africa, for example, you think Dangote need your money? He doesn't need your money. But maybe there is an idea, maybe there's an advice, maybe there is a viewpoint, maybe there's a word of encouragement. Do you know that sometimes the people that you want to connect with, because they are at the top, many times it's lonely at the top. So a little encouragement, because you think they are all made and they're all good and they don't need nothing. And sometimes they may even be discouraged at the time that you are looking at them like, with all this money you are discouraged. Yes, they may be. And it could just be one simple word of encouragement. Not, I need money, but a simple word of encouragement that will connect you with them. Number 4. Show them your worth. Show them your worth. Don't just talk about, oh, I'm worth this, I'm worth that. Show it. Show them your worth. Right? Volunteer your services. Now, I know for some of you listening to me, it doesn't make sense. Like, what? Why would I volunteer? Me that I'm struggling like this. I will go and volunteer for some rich man. Volunteer what? I'm telling them, okay, what they can buy from me, I'm going to give it to them for free? What? You're selling some clothes, right? And then maybe it's a uniquely designed clothes or something. And then some rich man, right? Some person of influence. And then you reach out to them and say, I have a gift for you. What? Average person is thinking, I want to sell to you. But you are saying, I have a gift for you. I have this thing I created, very beautiful, and I want to give it to you. And they're like, wow, you want to give it to me? You are opening doors. Average person is thinking, I want to sell it to you. I'm struggling. I'm broke. I want to sell this thing to you. Smart person is saying, I want to give it to you. I'm showing you how to connect with people of influence and affluence. Sometimes it's, hey, I want to help you with this. I want to help expand what you're doing to this area. I can help you. I can volunteer. Wait, you need a job. You're jobless right now. And you want to volunteer your time? You're opening doors for yourself and you don't realize that. Average person is saying, well, come and employ me. Come and employ me. Oh, you must employ me. I know you can employ me. Oh, you are my helper of destiny. You must give me money now. Oh, somebody else is saying, I want to help you. Can I tell you how you connect with people of affluence? It's not by begging them for something. It's by offering them something. You say, but they have everything. They have the means to buy anything. It doesn't matter. It's the fact that they see you as an asset, not a liability. Can I tell you something? Don't be a liability in anybody's life. Always think, how can I be an asset? And that's what this value adding is all about. That they see you as an asset, like, wow, this person is adding to me. Not always devising how they can remove from me. Not always devising how they can take from me, but they are adding to me. Question, are you adding to people? Or are you always thinking of how to take from them? You're not going to connect with people of influence and affluence and helpers of destiny when you're always thinking about taking. Even if, let's say, they listen to you and maybe they even oblige you or something and they give you a thing or two, and it's always you need the next thing, you need another thing again, you need another thing again. Eventually, you're going to be cut off. You are a liability, not an asset. So that's why you want to develop a mindset of, you know what, let me add value. Somebody who don't understand how this works is thinking, but that's not fair. They're taking advantage of me. They're not. You need them. They don't need you. Remember that. They don't need you, at least on the surface, until you show your worth, until you show that, yes, you need me. Yes, you need me. But you have to show that. You don't say that. You don't just talk. You show it. You show in what you are contributing, right? You show it. I remember a lady that somebody introduced me to, who has some influence and all that stuff and the platform. And I remember reaching out to her because she has used some of my materials for something. And I remember after that conversation, about, oh, I heard you've been using my material and all that kind of stuff. Then I said, let me know what I can do for you. If there's any way I can be of help, let me know. And she said something to me. She said, you are the first one who offered to help me. She said, everyone else, I've been looking to get on my platform, get something from me. You are the first one who said, let me know how I can be of help. And guess what? That has turned into a lasting relationship. Yeah, that's how you do these things. I've done it many, many, many times. Now, some of you watching me may be saying, wow, I need you, right? You need me. Well, guess what? The same rules apply. If you use the same thing I'm teaching you right now, you get me. I also need other people myself too. There are people that are much, much, much in a higher level that I want to get to, and I'm using the same principle. Add value. Show them your worth. Guess what? When you begin to show them your worth, they will be the one coming after you. They will be the one sometimes even offering to help you. They'll be the one trying to help take care of you one way or the other. They'll be the one to now begin, because they've seen your worth, they'll be the one now connecting you. Now, for some of you listening to me, this is strange to you because you've always thought, wow, this is my helper, I'm ready to take. But that's not how it works. This is not how it works. The way it works is how I'm teaching you right now. Number 5, be consistent with adding value. Look at every opportunity to contribute and contribute. Maybe you are listening to them or they're saying something and say, oh, wow, they need that. Okay, let me reach out and offer that. You say, but I'm struggling. How can I be offering when I'm struggling? You see, here's the thing. There's something you can offer even in your struggle. Do you know that you can offer a word of encouragement even in your struggle? Do you know you can offer a viewpoint, an idea, even in your struggle? This is not about money. It's not about, but I don't have money. You don't have to have money. But there's something you have that you can offer them, right? There is something you have that you can offer them. So be consistent in offering something. Be consistent. I taught a seminar on being featured on mainstream media here in America. And I said, one of the ways to get featured is those writers, those magazine or newspapers or TV shows or radio shows, sometimes when they're putting their programs together, you have some ideas, you have some contributions, you have some statistics, you can reach out to them and say, hey, I understand that you're working on this story. I have some statistics here. Let me just share this with you. You're contributing it to them. You're giving it to them. And it's making their job easier. And they're looking at you like, wow, thank you for that. Wow. Thank you for contributing that statistics. Thank you for sharing that viewpoint. Wow, this will help me in putting together this show or writing this article. Guess what? Eventually, they're going to reach out to you and say, hey, you come and be a guest on CNN with me. You come and be a guest on Fox with me. You come and be a guest on some other, big time show. Why? Because you were contributing. Don't always just be thinking, I'm going to get. Think of contributing and then be consistently contributing. Be consistent with it. Be consistent. Now, sometimes if a door has been opened to you, maybe to contribute or maybe to be able to even communicate with people of influence and affluence, potential helpers of destiny, learn to be consistent with that relationship. Well, that leads to the next thing. Build relationships. Build relationships instead of looking for a quick handout. It's tough for some people, what I'm saying right now. Because look at it. Right now, you are hungry. And I'm telling you to build relationship. And you're looking at me like, what's relationship going to do? I'm hungry right now. Or maybe right now you have a pressing need. You need to pay school fees. You need to pay house rent. You need to, something. And so in your mind, you're like, well, this is a potential helper of destiny. This is a person of influence and affluence. I need you to help me pay this money right now. And I'm saying to you that if you're doing that, you're doing the wrong thing. Build a relationship. Why? Relationship will pay off in the long run. Because that relationship will now bring multiple help in various ways. It can then become a lifetime help. And of course, I hope that you will not always need help. The help will just be to take you to the next level so that you don't need help again. You are the one now helping others. Right? That should be your mindset, not the mindset of I will always be needing help all the time. No. Your level must change and it will change. But these are the kind of people that can help change your level. But in connecting with them, you need to build relationships. There are many relationships I've built, and I'm still building. I'm still meeting new people. I'm still connecting with some people that I believe that they can help me to go to the next level in some areas of my life. And I'm building a relationship. I'm not looking for a quick handout. No. I'd rather you be teaching me stuff, how you got there, than some quick handout. Because if you give me a quick handout, it's going to be over in a week and then I'm back to square one. And some of us have not understood that. Can I tell you a point right now? Think of this point. You've lived for 50 years of your life. Somehow, you have not died. Somehow, you have managed to live your life up until now. Somehow, you have paid some bills up until now. However, you've been doing it. And then, this year, you met a potential helper of destiny. And you now think they are the ones to take over from however you've been leading your life. That now, because you met this person, well, they should be the one to take over all my needs, all my affairs, all my bills, all my... No. You had a life before they came. And guess what? Whether they are in your life or not in your life, you still have a life. You are not dying. You still figure it out the same way you've been figuring it out before. So don't think because you've met somebody now who potentially can be a helper of destiny, I've met the person, so all my bills, they'll take over. No. Build relationship. If I were you, and which I've done this many times, instead of focusing on my needs, I had needs, and I will still say I have some needs in different areas, right? But I didn't focus on you meet my need. I focused on I want to build a relationship. That relationship ended up paying off. I want to join your inner circle. Let me tell you something. It's better you become like a family to this billionaire than you get a quick handout. Help me with $1,000 there. Even if they helped you, That's all you. That's all you get. You get $1,000 and that's it. Oh no, 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 no. I want more than that. I want a real relationship with you. I want a relationship that will now lead to a lifetime of continuous benefit. Many people don't think like that. They're just thinking right now, right now. And they forgot that, no, you need this person. You want to be in their inner circle. And this is how you do this. You build relationship instead of a quick handout. Do you know that in life, even in business, right? Some people, I was just reading something on Facebook the other day. Somebody who could have gotten, I guess, $2 million or something, opted out for getting $100,000 every month for a lifetime. Smart. Sometimes we get carried away by our immediate need and we forget that even if your immediate need is solved, there will always be another need. How about positioning yourself in such a way that your needs will always be met through the right relationship, through the right business agreements and contracts? Think. Finally, show your trustworthiness over time. Show your trustworthiness over time. You know, sometimes people of influence and affluence and helpers of destiny, they will watch you first. They watch, are you trustworthy? Can they trust you? If they bring you into their inner circle, can they trust you? You know, some of us are too much in a hurry for them to open up. No. If they are wise, they're not going to open up to you because you're a stranger. They're going to watch you. They're going to see, are you a trustworthy person? They may try you out with one contract or two. They may try you out with one, something here and there to just see, are you trustworthy? I remember being in Israel with a friend of mine, and that relationship grew to the point where we were in Israel together. He flew me out to Israel. And, I remember we were discussing some things in Israel. And that only could have been possible because over time, he's watched me. And, this man happened to be a Nigerian and who happened to own about 10 airplanes. And he told me something. He said, you are the only Nigerian that I've brought into my circle. He said, I don't bring Nigerians into my circle, even though he's Nigerian. He watched my trustworthiness. You know what's funny? I don't ask him for money. I don't say, hey, can you help me with this? No. Money will come in some other way. But this one, I need a relationship. But because I focused on building relationship, that relationship eventually now led to money coming my way, either in the form of a contract, in the form of something, and stuff like that. I hope you have learned a thing or two. If you have met a potential helper of destiny, if you have met a potential, a person who could take you to the next level in life, I suggest you do it this way. And then you'll build lasting relationship that will continue to work for you for the rest of your life. There are some people I can just call them anytime I want. They're there. Why? I built relationship. I didn't go asking them, I've had needs. There have been times when, in the past when I didn't have nothing. But even at that time, I never said, look at this millionaire. Let me get. No. I just want a relationship. I want to be in your inner circle. I want to be your buddy. Because I know once I can be that, everything else will flow. Because a lot of these people of influence and affluence, they will help you once they know they can trust you. Once they know that you are an asset, not a liability. And I'm talking about continuous help to the point where they'll help you to rise. They can show you some secrets. They can begin to say, okay, this is what I do. This is how I do it. This is the business I do. They'll begin to really open up to you. And you too now can begin to rise. This is how to do it. I hope that you've learned a thing or two from this video. As usual, please feel free to share your comments. I want to know what you think about this video. Do you like what I'm saying? Do I make sense at all? Maybe you disagree with me. Feel free to share at the comment section. Please share this with other people as well. Check out my website, femiakojeno.com. That is www.femiakojeno.com. I usually have all kinds of seminars coming up. So go to see Femi Live and see what I have coming up next. All right. I hope that you just share with others so that they too can learn from these steps. Now, for those of us who are in the Christian community, you could have heard pray. How do you connect with helpers of destiny? Pray. Okay, but after you pray and God somehow bring them your way, you still need to apply all of these things, right? So it's not just your prayer alone. It's also still applying these things. Because if you pray and somebody comes your way and then you mess it up because you want to become a liability in their lives, then you've messed it up, right? So you still need to know these things that I've just shared with you. All right, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe. If you have not liked my page, please go ahead and like it. And again, share with somebody else. I want to thank you for watching this video. It's a little long, but I'm sure it is worth your time. Thank you very much.